Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Dami. I'm a student living in the Philippines. Today I came to Manila like I said and I met these beautiful couples. She's your name?
Yeah, Kathy.
Okay. And you sir?
Ruben.
Where are you guys from?
Yeah, so we're living in Bulacan, in Santa Maria, and we've been here for 2 years.
Yeah, coming up to 2 years.
So she's Filipino.
Half Filipina, half British.
So you were born here?
Born in Hong Kong.
Oh. Oh wow.
Confusing.
So you were born in Hong Kong. Did you like stay here during your childhood or
I came back just for holidays to the Philippines, but because Hong Kong and Philippines is close by, so
how did you meet your husband?
we met in university in Wales in England. Yeah, I mean in UK.
So why did you move here?
So I'll English. You do the Tagalog. So I'm church planting. So we moved here 2 years ago, and we started some Bible studies up in Santa Maria, and then 9 or 10 months ago we began a church plant, and that's the purpose for being here. Really, is we're sharing the gospel in Bulacan.
So why did you choose Philippines?
Siguro kasi I'm half Filipina and I like the country. I love the country, yung country ng nanay ko. So, ayun, pinili ko yung Pilipinas kasi palagi kong gustong makatira dito sa Philippines.
So like you told me that you were born in Hong Kong and you studied in UK. Why not UK?
Kasi iba yung culture sa UK kaysa Pilipinas. Philippines is, masaya. People are friendly, diba?
Oh.
And, we wanted to reach out to my family here sa Philippines.
So you wanted to like spread the gospel of Jesus Christ to like the Filipinos.
Yeah, Philippines.
So for your husband, who is like a full British, what was it like moving to the Philippines 2 years ago for you?
Yeah, so I first came to the Philippines 11 years ago. So I was on a short-term mission placement in 2013. Lived in Cubao in Manila for 6 months and fell in love with the country and felt a call from the Lord to come and commit my life to the work here. So we love it. I mean, there are challenges. If we lived here in BGC, I think life would be slightly easier than the province where we are. We're in Bulacan and it's not quite as developed, and there are some challenges there, but we love it. The people are great, and
Was it because you visited Philippines 13 years ago that made you choose half Filipina, half British?
yeah, I think that was a connection. Definitely, that
Our
was.
first conversation was about Philippines.
So
that's what brought us together. I think.
I mean, when we were at university, she was the only one who had a connection to the Philippines, and so that was definitely one of the draws to each other. Yeah.
Being that you've experienced Filipino people, so you felt like, oh, my partner for the rest of my life is gonna be a Filipino. So for you, what is the difference? Allow him. So for you, what is the difference between living in big city as compared to the province?
Yeah, I think one of them is the ease of life. I think the ease of life in the city, everything's on your doorstep. It's very convenient. I think it's just a.
How about you, Ate?
Yes, same as what you said. I don't know, parang for me, mas safe dito here sa BGC. But sa province, I feel less like I can go out with the kids, just without Ruben. So, but there's pros and cons for both.
Yeah.
So how long did it take you guys to adapt to living in the Philippines when you moved back? Was it difficult?
To be honest, I think we're still adjusting. Yeah, I don't think we've fully adjusted it. We've been here coming up to 2 years.
I think after 1 year, we're more adjusted.
Yeah.
And then, it was hard at first a bit.
Like you said, you were not born in the Philippines, right? Did you learn the language within the 2 years, or you have learned it before?
I've learned it throughout my childhood. Yeah, kasi I wanted to speak to my cousins dito sa Philippines. So, kailangan matuto ako So yeah.
How about your husband? At what point did you learn artist language?
Yeah, hindi ako fluent pero naintindihan ko. Mas mahirap magsalita pero nagtuturo siya, magaling siya magturo. So, siya ang brain sa likod ng operation dito.
So, what are your favorite food as a British living in the Philippines?
Filipino food? Lahat? Anong paborito namin? Para sa akin, siyempre, adobo. Masarap yan.
So, Ate cooks adobo for you?
Sinigang.
Sinigang. Na hipon.
Hipon or ano,
Na salmon.
baboy or something.
How about the kids? Were they born here?
No, in the UK.
So, you have how many kids now?
3 and 1 on the way.
Yeah. So how were they able to adjust to the new environment? Because like in the UK where you live, maybe there are snows, the weather is like super chill. How were the babies able to cope within these 2 years?
They love it.
I think they've sanay na sila. I think probably it took them a couple of weeks, but by then, as long as they've got mum and dad with them, they feel at home. And so, I think we made the right decision to move while our children were young, rather than when they're teenagers and they're more adjusted to the culture back home. So, they've just totally adapted already, I think.
What are the differences you notice between the UK and the Philippines?
Marami. I would say. I think of course you've got personality differences. The Philippine culture. I would say some of the kind of the traditions here and some of the superstitions here are quite different to British people. I think people here are much more hospitable than British people are. Very welcoming, and I think British people can be a little bit individualistic and a bit closed off. We haven't really experienced that so much here.
So how do the people treat you guys in the province as foreigner? Because obviously you guys look a little bit different. So how do they treat you guys?
I mean, people stare. If we were living in BGC, people don't really look twice because there are so many foreigners here. In our town, we are the only non-Filipino people that we've met in Santa Maria, and so we stand out. People know who we are. I drive a tricycle, and that usually gets quite a bit of attention. And but people are friendly. I mean, we haven't had any major problems. People are just quite interested to know what we're doing in a place like that.
So if anybody wants to take this bold decision you and your wife took, what is your advice to them?
If anybody wanted to, yeah, I mean, so to do what we do is quite specific. So we're church planting, and so I would say that if you want to plant a church in the Philippines, you need to have a call of God, and I would say that needs to be recognized by the church that have sent you to come here, as well as that internal desire to want to serve the Lord. And so I would say if you're doing what we're doing, then there certainly needs to be some kind of call there. But if you want to come and live in the Philippines, I mean, I would say it's probably one of the easiest Asian countries to come and live in, because people are so welcoming as opposed to maybe some other countries in Asia. So so long as you can bear the immigration, which is always a challenge. Yeah.
So, how was it for you learning Tagalog? Was it difficult? Was it hard? What made you learn it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still learning. I'm not quite there yet, but it isn't a very difficult language. It's quite like Latin based, I think, because of the influence of Spain, and therefore you've got the same alphabet, and you've got a lot of overlap, and most people tend to speak a lot of English as well. So it means that you can learn Tagalog at a slower pace than another country where it would be you either speak the local language or you can't survive. So I would say it's fairly easy, really.
You're gifted with that. He's gifted with language.
Oh, he's
So,
gifted with
yeah.
language. So overall, can you guys rate your stay over 10?
In the Philippines.
Yes.
Ikaw muna. I'm thinking.
Well, in some respects, I would say 10.
Oh, so
In others, maybe not so much, but I would say we love it here. We're so happy to be here.
okay. So it's nice speaking to you guys. I hope you guys continue to like enjoy your stay in the Philippines as long as you choose to stay here. So guys, we have come to the
Aw, thank
end of the
you.
video. Bye.
Thank you so much.
So I'll take a